Hey everybody, let's talk about this. This is Carolyn Bryant Donham, who died at 88 of cancer in hospice. The Emmett Till accuser. Okay, so I'm going to play this brief news clip and we're going to have a conversation. Okay, check it out.
White woman who accused 14-year-old
I'm going to start this over.
The white woman who accused 14-year-old Emmett Till of whistling at her and making sexual advances has died. Those claims made by Carolyn Bryant Donham led to Till's kidnapping and gruesome murder in 1955. The coroner's office in Louisiana says that she died in hospice care Tuesday night after suffering from cancer. She was 88 years old. Till's kidnapper and murderer his murder and the kidnapping became a catalyst, as you know, for the civil rights movement when his mother, Mamie Till Mobley, insisted on an open casket funeral after his brutalized body was pulled from that river in Mississippi. Donham had long insisted that she bore no responsibility for Till's murder, but civil rights activists and others called for her prosecution, accusing her of targeting Till.
You know what I think about this? Let me ask you a question. You think Carolyn Bryant Donham, you think her daughters are still on the job? So this was in the 50s? And these black men are still being accused today. Still being accused today, brought up on charges on what Becky said. Some, you look up, oh, they got, well, in my phone, we agreed to have this event, have these relations. Then he pull his cell phone out and he can see the emoji while Becky send him an emoji. And they've been discussing it. But true to form, I think a lot of their daughters are still on the job. It's part of the playbook. Albert Wilson. Remember that? He kissed her. They found was salvin on her chest. They were dancing. He said he turned her down. And then he left and went someplace. And the next thing you know, she goes her way. And now all of a sudden, some charges. Accused of SA. Accused of the R word. And never had relations, and went to jail. Then people started, I guess, fundraising and protesting on the internet and all that, and then boom, he gets out. But don't forget, I think he was in there for, was it like a year or two? There was no relations, but he went to jail on an R charge. Let me see. Yeah. No relations. Wow. I just Googled it. Wilson was incarcerated for about 2 years, 3.5 months. He kissed Becky. And then she went home. And then next thing you know, a SA charge pops up. 2 to 3 years out of his life. I hope that kiss was worth it. And you say, oh, that sounds mean. They're still on the job. The playbook. It works. Still on the job. He kissed her. No relations. None. A kiss. 2 years, 3.5 months. And he was college bound. He was a University of Kansas student with no criminal history when he was accused of the R word. Two years and 3 months, and then you got that on you. You think that didn't affect him? I bet it did. How could it not? How do you know he wasn't assaulted in there? We don't know. That normally does happen. Let's not pretend. We don't want to talk about that. Oh, we need to. Beaten up. You think? How do you know he's the same person that he went in? 2 years? How do you know if he's the same person that he went in? When he came out, if he's going to be the same mentally. And the point I want to bring that up is, that just shows you The playbook, and black men, because of self-hatred, they are willingly walking into it. I think they want to be like that white man so bad. And that when I first heard people say that, I thought, wow, that's really over the top. They want to be like the white man. I mean, that's like really over the top. I mean, do you understand what you're saying? That to me, that really sounded ridiculous. However, they are 2023. They're still willing to risk their lives. Take a chance. And then I saw the case with the football players. He was smiling because he was found not guilty because he happened to have his phone. And then it makes me think, what are you smiling for? We was found not guilty. You still don't get it. They're playing for the same playbook, and you got caught in the trap. Only thing is that cell phone, the text messages, that's what saved you. That's what saved you. People doing what they want to do, they'll still take a chance. Still take a chance. I got a video coming up on the list. You know how that goes with me. Black man had a disagreement with his baby mama. They lived together, 2 kids, he and Becky. It was something simple like, I think like taking the kid to see the grandmother. You may have seen it. And what happened? He's like, yeah, I'm going to take my kid. They've been having it out. She threatened to call the police. Really? Really? That's her weapon. They have a playbook, and the playbooks work. The hood, just I don't know what the BC has. They do have a playbook of unaliving black women. And then I thought about that. I said, look at this right here. Where she was at, you're not going to tell me that the folks didn't know she was there. I thought about it. Look how all the black women, out of all your march and protecting these men, look how many black women have been unalive. Now, let's make it clear, because I know what Dusty's will do when they old sick mammies. They'll try to say, oh, you wish somebody harm that woman. That's what you're saying. That I know they'll say that to try to, get something going. Oh, what I'm looking at, though, how is it this happens to you? There are no consequences from those women. They can go down the street. They can go to the park, mall, do everything. But black women, we sitting up here trying to, you're going to stand by your man through thick and thin. Keep that up, buttercup. Looking like a fool when these men don't respect you. I thought about it. How many black women have been unalived by a black man? They can literally have white women that could basically work for the Klan. Again, not saying to unalive somebody. Make sure let's get that clear. But I want black women to see about your cane. I said, she been here, and I saw that in the comment section too. All that time, and that's interesting. We saw a black man say, hey, leave her alone. We saw that video because I did a video on it. When are you going to say little black women alone? When are you going to tell the black men to stop SAing other black women and children? When are you going to tell the black men to stop killing, unaliving other black women and children? I thought about that. I said, so all that time she had a full life and nothing happened to her. Look how many black women, though. Look how many black women have gotten murdered. See, the Negro man understands that, guess what? He understands that Becky Land, oh, she has protection. That's why she stands by her man. Oh, he understands. Yeah, he understands Becky Land. He may pretend he don't. A lot of Negroes, they get the message. They understand Becky Land real well. Think about it. How many, and again, not to promote hurting somebody, but think about it. Out of all the white females that put a fake claim on a black man and said that he SA'd or use the R word, if he did that, nothing happened to him. A black woman, you can just be walking down the street and get mugged, get SA'd R word, get shot, get got. What does that tell you? Oh, the Negro man, he understands that there is protection in Becky Land. Oh, he understands. And he's not going to fight to do what's right. No. He'd rather get with black women and try to bring you down and murk you, take from you. Unless you know you have a flawed human being in true dust bucket fashion. In true dust bucket fashion, you have a flawed human being. You do. I said, that's interesting. All that time. And a black woman, you're the one that's supporting the man, holding them down. That's why you down, because you're trying to hold a man down. Look what happens. It's still happening. Her daughters, spirits don't die. People die, but spirits don't. And you stop and think, you look up all these accusations, all against black men. Some of this stuff is true. But when you see the ones that are exonerated, you're like, this the same thing that happened. They got a playbook. They're playing by the playbook. It must be a chapter that says, try to put a false accusation on one of them, try to make it stick. Try to get as many of them locked up as you possibly can. And operating by the playbook, it could be. The operating by the playbook, for dramatic purposes, I'll say this. And guess what? The Negro, man, he's still walking into it. He gonna take a chance. Then it doesn't go his way. He wanna have like racism. No, you forgot the rules of Becky Land. That guess what? No matter what she do, guess what? Talk about flexing. She got a man. She might be married to you. She got a man. Brad. The system, Brad. In Becky Land. I don't care. You can marry him, have kids, make Becky mad. She know how to go escape to Becky Land and call on Brad. And what's going to happen to the Dusty is going to be bad. I thought about it. I said, interesting. We even have reports of black women up here going to Black Lives Matter. Then what happened? 3 or 4 of them got murked. What happened? Murked by a black man and just left the Black Lives Matter march. You got to be kidding me. Tell me this is a sad, sick joke. No, it's reality. Huh? And then one of them had crossed the state, went from out of town. And who? A white man didn't know it was a black man. I thought about it. Not that I'm saying it should, because the Negroes bought on themselves. You know, that's the chance you took. It's the chance you want to take. I said, that's mighty funny. Whenever they do that to a black man, nothing happens. But black women get essayed, the R word, and unalived every day. Even leaving a Black Lives Matter protest and get killed by a black man. You got to be kidding me. This right here shows you what you got. This shows you what you have in the community. Welcome to the BC. Black woman, they hate thee. And a few sit up, no, they don't. Honey, what's your man's standards? You may have a few. I'm going to say very, very few that don't. The majority, you got to be kidding me if you think they don't. The majority, that's my opinion. And it's a many woman that will disagree with me because she got a Dusty. You can tell she got a Dusty because guess what? She's sitting up here supporting him. Honey, if he had $1 million today, he would be gone. He would be gone. He'd leave. The issue is he needs your resources, so he can't afford to leave. That's why he's stuck with thee. He needs you, baby. He needs your purse. And you're something to do. I thought about it. I said, that's interesting. She could have walked in, even before she became old, I guarantee you, she could have walked in the hood, in a black neighborhood, with a t-shirt on Carolyn Bryant, Emmett Till accused, and guess what? I guarantee you, a chocolate drop would be like, and nobody better not touch her either. A chocolate drop will say, well, where you going, Miss Lady? I'm just going to protect you. They better not touch her. I'll do something to her. I guarantee you. And you'll see a black woman going to her car. Next thing you know, she'll get knocked upside the head. She'll get robbed. Then you'll be hearing, but why do you need to protect her? Well, they say they don't need no man. They say they don't need no man. That's what you're dealing with. You can see the beef on the internet streets, social media. People are being who they are. I thought about that. She could, before she got old and sickly, I bet that she could have walked down any place in the hood with her name on it and said, I'm the accuser. And let some black women, oh yeah, we're gonna have some words with you. And all that, girl, bye. It'll be a black man. Try to come for one of them and see what'll happen. It'll be a black man in Blackistan. They better not touch you. Come on, where are you trying to go? I'm gonna escort you personally. You think that won't happen? You think that won't happen? Shh, think again, girlfriend. There's a channel called Black Women Wake Up. You need to wake up, see what you're dealing with. So let's think about it. When they know what a protection is, I'm like, whenever something happens and they get found not guilty, and it's like, oh, that person, he didn't really do it. And, you know, Becky lied and said this and that, and she lied. Oh, my goodness. Nothing really happens. But black women, some of you protested and end up dead from the Black Lives Matter march. Isn't that interesting? I guess it's true. They want to be bragged. But it speaks volumes. And I'm like, this right here, I don't get up in arms about it. It's the same old playbook. The Negro gonna still do what he do. They got the same playbook that they had last week. Same thing. Then she gets mad, changes her mind. I'm gonna say he did this to me. I'm gonna say this. Well, he must have done something. Maybe he did. Same playbook. The Negroes keeping caught up. And the only thing that saved some were their cell phones. You see the video about Michael Irvin? Same playbook. Girl, you trying to get paid? I told y'all about white guardianship. The playbook is the same. See a black person with some money, beehive it over there. And if it's a black man, it's going to work. See a black person with some money, beehive it over there. So this here, you think her daughters are done? Carolyn Bryant? How many black men have been accused of doing something? And some have done it, and some are innocent. Where do you think that comes from, the playbook? In closing, all I'm going to say, their daughters who subscribe to the playbook, part of the DNA, the ones who choose to do these type of things, their daughters are on the job. Oh, they're on the job. And then black women turn around and fight for the same men. This is an oxymoron that cannot guarantee you any safety. Their daughters are on the job, and that's why they do the same things that she did, accuse someone of something. And that leads to a black man death, getting incarcerated. They're on the job. But the question is, who's the fool that keep falling for the trap? Think everybody like you. Who's the delusional fool that keeps falling in the trap? When it's like that, I can't have any sympathy for you. It's self-inflicted. You're stupid. But think about it. These girls that come up with these accusations and they can lie and say this and that, sometimes it may be true, sometimes it's been proven not to be. They're on the job. Black women, you have to protect yourself. So I'm here to ask you, when are you going to be on the job for you? When are you going to be on the job? It's self-preservation, honey. In the BC, there's no protection for thee. It's not. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you all think. Look forward to your comments. Feel free to like, subscribe, dislike, and share. And I'm out. Simply Said on YouTube.